More Dragon Maid, the ninth episode of the second season. I have a single request for this episode. Do I think it's going to happen? Probably not. But do I hope so? Yeah. I hope we get some Kobayashi household group stuff. I've been kind of wanting it. It's been a little bit, and I hope we get it. Like maybe focus throughout all of the episode would be really fun. And I hope we get some of that. So we'll see. We'll see. But if, what we've had throughout the season kind of continues, I'd assume we're just going to get like duo dynamic stuff that just continues in three different parts throughout this episode. So we'll see what happens. Hopefully you enjoy. If you like it, like and subscribe down, feel free to stay around for the discussion. When it comes to this sort of series, this is a timer reaction. I have no logos or studios or producers or anybody that pops up prior to the version that I am watching. So if yours does, please account for that. We're going to try something a little different. I am just curious. My timers are like weird. Like they're not synced up properly and don't seem to fully work. And instead of me just saying go, I think we're just going to hit play, and then I'm just going to put a countdown timer on the screen. So it's just going to count down from like 3 or something. And then when it gets to 0, you just press play and hopefully things work. Unless you prefer the go one, we can do that instead. But I don't know. I'm having issues with it. So we'll see what happens. Oh no, she's about to get fired. What do you mean, like more food? Yeah, it's kind of hard to change things. Yeah. Unless you all just up and quit, but there's probably enough qualified people out there who would want the job. I hope it works for you. I love that for her. Just good luck. Like, I'm not gonna help you, but you do you. Okay. Let's see what she's got. Ah, yeah, right. Yeah, right. V2 is like her own AI. It's just gonna turn you around. Yeah. Right. There's basically not much you can do. How about you stop wasting your damn time and get back to work? Does Kobayashi have all this time to read through? We can't let them get a hold of this. No, 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 no. No, no, no. Yeah, no. Excuse me? I like how she's trying her hardest, though. Damn. Can't relax without that? Oh, no. Spend too much time away from work, and I swear we lose our jobs because of her. Oh, no. Hell of an office. Oh, oh, oh. The wizard himself. His eyes are crazy. Uh oh. Why am I here? No, no better way to put it. Is he? Right, right. Thank you. But he just doesn't care. Terrifying. Slowly. The emphasis on slowly. This is different. Yeah, yeah. Not the same thing. Ah, there we go. Yeah, it makes sense. Right. Always other motives. Is that why we're doing this? Does our candy shop have anything? We know a lady. Oh no, different shop. Aw. 3, 2. No. Aw. I'm gonna spend it eating. Oh, why'd they go to her? They're just in the neighborhood. What about Taro? Should draw you a map on how to get here. So much for snacks. Why? On the rocks is crazy. What do you mean by found them? Holy massive. This ain't real fishing. Could have brought your snacks with you if you were just gonna be sitting around, for being honest. Part of the game, dude. Holy portion. The whole thing. Glad she enjoyed herself, you know? Oh no. You're gonna let the boss's son die. And then what are you gonna do? She's so silly. You're like the last person to handle this, like the worst to handle the situation. Not even as simple as those. There you go. Oh. What? I like how our big concern is the way that Tora is gonna act. Not the fact that the lives of children are at risk here. Why does it sound like that? No. Hopefully they at least piece together that she probably went looking for them. And went home. There you go. There you go, using the brain. Tora in your head and the real Tora aren't too difficult, or too different. Dragons are scary. Here you go, get a top-down view. It's that monster. She looks so goofy. Aww. What a freak. Would have gotten destroyed if things went bad and you lost them. You don't get any praise for it going right. What a noise. It's like a phone vibrating. Just gonna let it melt? No way. What a pairing. We must talk. Things are getting serious. I don't know about that. The dark outline that she had there, just like around her face, being completely shaded while everything else was color, is so cool. Don't worry, I'll just protect it. I actually don't know why they're really fighting. The fuck sparked that? Suddenly you love them all. Why are you such a bitch? She was about to snap her horn. Thought I was about to see someone fucking die. Ugh. I like how they do this for fun, and they don't let like their fists do the talking for them in a way. Instead, they actually like vocalize it, but still just like this. Yeah. Will never be what you want. Oh, never mind. What an insane change of pace. At the end, they're like, where the fuck did that end up coming from? Which is hilarious to me. And it works well as the callback to what she was thinking from earlier in the episode of just the remarks, I guess, that Toru would kind of feed back directly to her. And how she ended up actually reacting afterwards, all swelled up at a certain point, a bit crazy, but at least they were able to fight things out, speak, and let their thoughts and feelings be known a little bit, and potentially move a little bit past it, or at least give some clarity to each other they feel, so that they can determine what to do and how to tackle that next. But I think them just enjoying the fighting and stuff towards the end was kind of just that. I think it's great getting a full-on Elma focus. Not exactly what I wanted out of the episode, right? Going into it, but I'm not angry, as I've continued to say. I think that she has a lot more that we need to explore with her as a character. So finally being able to get another episode fully surrounding around her is fantastic. And I absolutely love that. I think it's funny, her just coming in, being like an outsider in a way, somebody who doesn't get the way of the world, or like these companies and the way that these things work, trying to change things for the better of the employees and everything. It's like, let's be real, that's not going to happen. You're not going to do much on your own, but she continues to keep trying. Now, she just worked half as much as she spent typing all this stuff up and refining it. It probably wouldn't be complaining as much, but it is what it is. And, you know, things don't end up really going well for them, though. All getting called into the meeting where we get to see Shoto's father, which is hilarious to me. His eyes are absolutely insane. The wizard himself. They get some positives, but some things don't really come out of it either, so not too great. I love Kobayashi consistently bringing up the the way that Lakoa is like taking advantage of his son and how he just doesn't seem to give a fuck. And to me, it doesn't even read as like I'm not being like a good father. I could care less about anything in regards to my son or whatever. To me, it just reads like he doesn't really see an issue with what she's doing, which is weird, I guess. But whatever. Yeah, don't really resolve anything. It is what it is, and they head towards going out or forcing everybody to force Elma out of her house on her only day off that she wants to enjoy. And they all go fishing. Some fun stuff and callbacks to the ways that she did it before. And all the kids kind of just running around and away from her, and then her getting completely like a mess, thinking of all the things that Toru would say, all the negative things that would come directly out of it. It's funny too, because by the end of it, like you'd assume that she thought she was going to get praise or something, and the Toru just acted like it was fucking nothing and just a normal day in the life, when to her it was a big deal, which is super funny, and kind of how a lot of things go. Making sure that you give praise to people when it is kind of needed is definitely a important thing, and even when it isn't, just to like reinforce the way that they kind of feel is something that could be important, and just acting as though big accomplishments are really nothing, or first time things like that are important to somebody enough that they want to like share the story and let you know, just to treat it like it's nothing really sucks. So they'll be that kind of person, you know, just let people know that you're proud of them, or show a little interest in the things that they're speaking on there. I thought it was funny how Shota just blocked all the or with his magic, just like blocked everything. Had to put Sakawa to sleep when the Loch Ness came out again, and she was going crazy over it. Until we don't get positive, things when we end up coming back from Toru, and it sparks her to just completely losing it, solely looking for the friend that she feels that she lost, wanting to essentially go back, thinking that she might be able to get that again. Toru not really understanding what's going on, leaving the viewer themselves in kind of the loop of, or not really in the loop of, I guess, what's going on internally there either. It's one of those weird things. I wonder if it hits a lot harder knowing why she feels the way that she does, knowing that the other person doesn't while watching the fight, or if it hits more not knowing and then having you kind of know as the fight moves on. I think that moment hits a lot more as the fight moves on, but it does make the first half of the fight like, what the fuck are we even fighting over type of thing. Not necessarily understanding it. So I don't know. It's a little iffy, I guess, on the way to directly feel towards it, but it was animated fucking unreal, which is great. As I said before, the overall heights of animation within this season have been definitely higher than the previous one, which is absolutely wonderful. Seems like they're just having a ton of fun with the show up to this point. So love that. She spills a little bit of the ways that she feels and what she misses between the two of them, and hopefully they can kind of renew their relationship a bit more going into the future and change things for the better, I guess, is all we can really hope. And hopefully that's what them smiling and having fun fighting and laying on the ground together afterwards is more indicative of. So hopefully we get to see a bunch more of that going forward. I absolutely adored this and thought it was great, and I'm very excited to see what more is to come. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you liked it, all the like and subscribe announcement, feel free to check out the channel. If it comes with the start of series, we'll be back for the 10th episode of the second season very soon, and you guys have a fantastic one.